Hey y'all, it's Ashley. Thank you for being here. Everything in this video can be found on a public domain and the full disclaimers down below. I wish you lots of love and many blessings. And a very, very special thank you to Ed, Peter, Miss Celeste, Holly, and Shosh. So now they're trying to go after Tom Bauer because Tom Bauer's telling truths in his book. And Mr. Bauer said, you can go after me all day long, but you're not going to get anywhere. So quit bucking up on me. They're having it out big time, and they're accusing the royal family of all sorts of things, cooking up with Tom Bauer, coming together telling secrets. She thinks William and Catherine have told a boatload of things to Mr. Bauer, but in fact Mr. Bauer, he did his due diligence. He researches everything thoroughly. He always has. None of his books are equivalent to their book that was chock full of fabrication, and they're totally ticked off. Too bad. Rumor has it when they file against Mr. Bauer for defamation of character and fraudulent content, that they're including all of that in their Netflix situation. But it's not going anywhere. It will not move. The courts probably won't even accept their lawsuit. So they need to get over it, hang it up, and move on.
And for some reason, Harry keeps throwing in Tom Bauer's face, we're friends, we're friends. They've never been friends.
She's especially upset over the fact that he did come out and said she threw a cup of tea in the air, was abrasive during the royal tour. She lunged at her staff. She lunged at diplomats. The wife of that one fella. Unbelievable. Her behavior was disgusting. And she's trying to keep that under wraps. You can't keep it under wraps. It's been out for a while, ever since it happened. It was immediately leaked. Do you guys remember that? She's nasty. Who in the world behaves that way, especially on a job? You're on a royal tour. You're supposed to be a reflection of the royal family. And what do? You throw a fit. You throw tea, hot, bubbling tea, at a diplomat and his wife, as well as your staff. Shame on you. You can cry the blues all day long, but it's not going to do you a lick of good, Meghan. Nasty is as nasty does, and you are pretty nasty. And it's also out that Meghan Markle and Harry had a tense call with the Queen and Charles over her dad's drama. You know, they didn't understand, why are you continuing to allow this behavior with your dad? Why don't you nip this in the bud, make amends, do what you have to do. You got to fake it to make it. That's what you do. But he's causing all sorts of embarrassment, humiliation, and not only in your direction, but in ours as well. It's embarrassing. It's trashy. And she just wasn't hearing it. She's like, no way. She's going to stand up to him, and she's going to do this and yada, yada, yada. Let me tell you something. All that is about, I believe they're all in cahoots. I'm serious. Initially, I never did think that. But I do think that now. I think they're all in somehow cahoots. Here's the hiccups again, y'all. And Mr. Markle, his role is to keep her name floating out there. That's what's to happen. I just can't help but reflect back on everything she said. She wanted to be a household name. She wanted everybody in the world to know her name. And no matter how she gets there, she's going to get there in her mind. She's determined. And if it means using her dad to kick up imaginary strife or pretend to have this huge war with her, that's what she's willing to do, you guys. So I believe that he's in on this also. And that's why she wouldn't, make up for it. And Prince Charles said, I don't understand. I'm very confused. I don't understand why you won't nip this in the bud already. It's just not a good look for us. And so there was another fight between the family and them. It just never ends. And Harry threw the biggest fit over that, talking about, oh, you don't understand. She's going to stand up for her rights. This is her right. Her dad shouldn't embarrass her this way. He shouldn't do this, that, and the third. And I'm going to tell you, Charles wasn't hearing it. And the Queen wasn't hearing it. But that's where Harry bucked up against them. Throwing another fit, you guys. It's all out there. Meghan was raised very occultish. Her mother is, new whatever they call them. A little yogi that followed some guy like a medicine man into the woods and spent time with him for like so many days. I think it was 70, blah, 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 as Meghan grew up. So I knew Meghan had some sort of esoteric spirit about her. If I'm saying that word correctly, my apologies if I'm not. That's why during the church service it was easy for her to laugh and look around and not take anything seriously, while Harry had his head bent down and his eyes closed. So here's what's being said now. Meghan has convinced Harry that they are living through Diana's spiritual magic. That Diana had all this magic. She could make anything happen, you know, just by twinkling her nose or rubbing her ears or hopscotch. I'm not sure how she makes it happen, but Meghan has convinced Harry that Diana has enveloped them with her spiritual magic. And he's already admitted that everything he does, every decision he makes, he has to consult Diana's spirit first. Man, these people have lost their minds. And here's something extremely suspicious that was told to me just this morning. You know, they're supposed to have some sort of a blood test, especially if you're an active senior royal, if you're an active royal period. Well, Harry and Meghan used every excuse in the book not to get Lilibet tested by blood. They have done everything in their power to keep from doing so. And as a result, the whole royal family is questioning, where's this child coming from? Who's the father, the mother of this child? So not only the staff, not only the locals, but the royal family are all in question as to who this child belongs to, where this child came from, because they had no clue that Meghan was pregnant until everybody else found out. So don't you find that a bit suspicious? They think it's not going to come out, but before this is all said and done, it's all coming out. I certainly appreciate each one of you, your prayers, your well wishes, your good vibes. Thank you for showing me so much love. I hope the Lord keeps his mighty hands on you. I'll see you soon. We'll talk fast. Stay safe, be blessed, and know that I love you. And one more thing. Typically on the weekends, several people want me to call them, and we'll chit-chat here and there and have a good time. But the truth of the matter is, you guys, I had chemo this week, and I just don't feel good. I'm not a talker to begin with. I hate the telephone worse than anything in the world. You know, for some people that I love, I'll make an exception. But I'm sorry if I've made everybody mad. I just don't feel good, and I hope you understand. God bless. I love you guys.